Hi everyone, I am Rebecca Cook. I am with Bella Pilates. I'm going to share with you today some exercises that will help with your diastasis recti if you have this condition and you need something to strengthen or even heal this area. And let's start on our backs. So I am on the reformer, the Pilates reformer, and you can just lie down on a mat at home with your knees slightly bent. What I'm going to do is I'm going to inhale deep breath, and then I'm going to exhale, giving a little pelvic tilt so that I'm imprinting my spine just gently into the mat. I want that pelvic tilt to come from my abdominal muscles. So we sometimes say navel to spine, but it is a contraction pulling that pelvis under, tipping it this way, okay? Or tipping it back is the idea. So we're going to keep that elongated back side of our body. And what I'm going to do is just start off with an inhale, deep breath. On the exhale, I want you to feel like your abdominal muscles, your transverse abdominis is pulling in like a corset. So imagine like you have a magnet inside your belly, and on that exhale, all of your skin, all of your muscles, all of your organs are moving inward towards that center magnet. Here we go. Inhale, deep breath. And exhale. Inhale, deep breath. And exhale. And again. And exhale. Very good. So we want to remember that our transverse abdominis fibers are lateral fibers. So they're moving from side to side. That's the direction of those fibers. And so we have this sense of hugging in our center line or hugging in our middle, okay? The next thing I want you to do, place your hands next to you if you'd like. We still have that little bit of a posterior pelvic tilt. We're trying not to move our lower lumbar so the pelvis is tilting back and forth. We're trying to stabilize it in that posterior tilt. We're trying not to move our hips side to side or up and down, up slipping and down slipping. So what we're going to do is we're going to stabilize here with our core muscles. We're going to slowly lift or float one leg up in the air on the exhale, and then we're going to inhale down. And we exhale, float the other leg up, and inhale down. And we're trying not to move the torso at all. We're trying to just stabilize it in this position. And lower down. So I like to think of my legs are actually extending up into my lower belly so that 80% of the work is coming from my core or even the lower part of the rectus abdominis, some of those lower fibers, and only 20% is in my hip flexors or my glutes. The leg is truly floating up and lowering down. Exhale to float up. Inhale to lower down. So now let's change the breath. We're going to exhale. We're going to inhale to float up. And then we're exhaling, contracting as we lower the leg. Inhale on the way up. And then contracting to lower down. Inhale on the way up. And exhale on the way down. And inhale on the way up. And exhale on the way down. So we've done a few of those. We're going to change the movement now. We're going to open wide the right leg. So we open. And then we close. Inhale, open the other leg out. We're externally rotating that leg. And then internally rotating it back to parallel. Inhale and exhale. So here, be careful of tilting your whole pelvis to the left or to the right. We want to keep the opposite hip down on the mat. We're inhaling and exhale. Inhale, open. And you just feel those fibers wrapping inwards, imagining that that linea alba is connecting in towards itself, as if you could weave those fibers back together and close in that gap of the rectus abdominis. Inhale out. Exhale in. One more time. Wonderful work. So those are just a few exercises that we use when we are starting someone off with a program to help heal their diastasis recti. Thank you for joining me. Again, I'm Rebecca Cook with Bella Pilates.